A look at prices at the grocery store in May by the USDA showed a drop overall in the cost for food last month. Joining us now is Neil Melancon with this week's Bottom Line. And Neil, is this some kind of trend we can expect to see continue?
Well, Avery, everything we know for sure points to lower food prices this year due to declining grain prices. As you might imagine, though, I'm going to have to qualify that and say that there are some big bumps in the road to a smaller grocery store bill. First off, the Consumer Price Index for May showed grocery store prices down about 0.1%. Many items, fruits and vegetables in particular, are down even further, but it's counteracted by beef prices that continue to climb. This does bring up our first bump in the road, which is that prices are still higher than where they were a year ago. Next, we have to look at grain prices, which are down from last year, thanks to increasing supplies as well as record acres for corn. Private analysts at Informa raised their own estimates for corn and beans in their June report, finding almost 900,000 acres of corn and more than 2 million acres of beans. That brings up our second bump in the road, which is that crop ratings over the last 2 weeks have been sharply negative due to a lack of rainfall in key growing areas, which have mean higher prices here lately. The market is bumping up and down with every new weather model, but overall the models for the Midwest show continued dryness in many areas, from Missouri to Indiana, the places that need the rain the most. The bottom line is we will still have a lot of grain this year, which means we'll see some relief both in supplies and in prices for staple grocery store items. However, if you're expecting a big drop, you're going to be disappointed. Those bumps in the road I mentioned, Avery, combined with a reduced beef supply and continued high gas prices, don't make for a big drop anytime soon.
May not realize is that it's the gas prices that really keep food prices high at the grocery store. Thank you very much, Neil Melancon. And remember, you can listen to Neil's reports daily on the Louisiana Farm Bureau radio network. For a list of stations where you can tune in, or if you want to listen online, click over to our website, twilatv.org, and look for the LFB radio link on the left side of the homepage. Well, that does it for this edition of This Week in Louisiana Agriculture. Next week, we'll bring you an encore presentation of our show from Washington, D.C. That's because we'll be back in 2 weeks with our show from the 90th annual meeting of the Louisiana Farm Bureau Federation. We'll even step out of the hotel to bring you some interesting stories from around New Orleans. Until then, you can watch all of our stories online. Just go to our website, twilatv.org. For all of us here at This Week in Louisiana Agriculture, I'm Avery Davidson. Thank you for joining us. We hope to see you again right here next week.